Hey guys, welcome back. Captain Foley here. It's time for another Captain Foley product review. Today we are looking at another Eaglemoss ship. This is going to be the Enterprise E, the extra large Enterprise E from Eaglemoss. Fantastic model, I gotta say. Speaking of Eaglemoss, they are helping with the show. They are sponsoring us, sending us the ships and stuff for you guys to take a look at. So we want to thank Eaglemoss, of course. You guys can help us out and yourself as well. If you're interested in this model or any of the other Eaglemoss models, click the link in the description below. It takes you to the Eaglemoss website. Just clicking the link actually helps us out as well because it generates traffic through our link. And if you guys want to save some money, you can do that also. When you check out with your haul of stuff, any orders are over $60 or more, if you use the discount code Trekyards, all one word, you can get 10% off of your order. So the more you order, the more you save. So just use the code Trekyards. Click the link down below and go check stuff out. So first off, the box is the standard box. It's got all the logos there and then the original logo. All the legal stuff here. On the bottom there's nothing, there's just StarTrek.com and the little delta. On the front we got a nice picture of the Enterprise E. It's not mirrored or anything like the refit was on the top of the box, so you get to see the ship in all its glory there. And it looks good. It's a good looking box, you know. Put it on a top shelf or display this, or put the ship on top maybe, however you want to do it. But the boxes are nice when they're kind of done up to be something special and more than just a regular Eaglemoss box. So I kind of like that. You can display this as its own piece. If you leave the ship in there, even if you don't have room to display it, you can still put it on a shelf and enjoy it. So let's take a look inside. As standard, typical, we got the styrofoam there. Lift that off, and there she sits in all of her glory. The Enterprise E, designed by John Eaves. The Enterprise Eaves. Eaves, get it? So let's take her out and take a look. Now, first thing I gotta say, this thing is one of the best Eaglemoss models I've seen. I've seen quite a few of the extra large ones. I've seen a lot of the small ones, and this is by far one of the best ones. It's got a nice heft to it. This whole top part is all metal. The struts, the nacelles, and the bottom part, the lower part, are plastic. But it's got a nice weight, like I said. The nacelles are beautiful. I think the Bizarre collectors are a little thick as far as the gray area goes. I don't know if I'd prefer it, you know, more red, but that's a small thing. The other thing I'm not super pleased about is the little pins there, the pegs for the plastic, the blue plastic, are quite noticeable from the side and from the top, which is kind of a bummer, kind of a letdown, but I understand that they needed to do that. But everything else is great. The registry on the side of the nacelles is nice, nice and clear, and lots of awesome detail. The Aztecing and the paneling are all great on this ship. Again, there you can see on the impulse engines the little peg as well where the plastic is held in, but that's nothing major. Shuttle bay detail there. Same with the bottom. Lots of great stuff going on. The panel lines and Aztecing are just awesome on this model. Bottom of the nacelles I've always felt have been a little bit flat, for lack of a better word, in my opinion. Need some kind of detailing, a little bump or something would be nice, but flat and perfectly the way they're supposed to be, which is fine. One little nitpick I have, but it's actually kind of an improvement in my case, in my opinion. We know the deflector on the Enterprise E is yellow in color. This one's actually a copper color, and it's kind of lacking a lot of detail. It's very plain Jane. So I think that could have been ramped up a little bit and even made yellow would have been fine. I do prefer the copper color. I like copper on my starships. Even the Enterprise D and stuff, right behind the Bizarre Collectors, where there's usually that yellowy almost ring, I usually make that copper on mine. Things like that. So overall though, this is one of the best Eaglemoss models I've seen for sure. The weight is substantial, the accuracy is great, the detailing is beautiful. It's something that this is one I highly recommend. The refit was kind of almost a crash and burn a little bit. It's nice if you just want a on the shelf kind of model, but once you get up close to the refit you find a lot of flaws with it. This one, not the case. This one is very much the way it's supposed to be. I'm sure there are a few mistakes, plus there were a few different versions of the Enterprise E. It changed between movies, some subtle shapes and things. I'm not exactly sure which one this one is modeled after, but beautiful, beautiful ship, beautiful design, and definitely worth adding to the collection. Like I said, it's pretty rugged. It could make a good toy for a kid if you have a kid that's into this ship. The only problem I would say is that the nacelles and struts might be susceptible to damage or breaking should it be played with, because they are plastic. But other than that, I mean, this thing's beautiful. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend this ship. John Eves is a good friend of the channel's, and we really appreciate all the work he does. Now, the one thing I did notice when I pulled this out is its size. And I know the scale of this ship. Usually the Eaglemoss ships I don't know the scale of. I can tell you for a fact that this is 2400 scale. And the reason I know that is because of this ship. This is the 2500 scale, or 2400 scale AMT model kit. This is the one I built. So those are my details and stuff that I put on there. As you can see, I've painted my deflector copper as well, and this has been painted like this a long time, way before the Eaglemoss ship. But this one has a lot more detailing in that section. But these things, when I pulled this out of the box, the Eaglemoss one, I was like, So I went downstairs and I grabbed, it's the same size. They're virtually identical. The nacelles on the model kit are a little shorter, but other than that, they're pretty much the exact same. The decals on the model kit are bigger as far as the registry goes, on the top and the bottom of the ship. So I don't know if that's a mistake necessarily on Eaglemoss's part. I know that the model kits are very accurate, but you can see the differences there. Other than that, I mean, do some quick comparisons here. So yeah, 2400 scale is what this is. And just if you want a relatable size, the Enterprise D in 2400 is here as well. I've actually got all of the starships in 2400 scale, except for NX-01. I haven't got the new one that has that included. Whoops, here's the, I picked up the wrong one. Alright, so here's the Enterprise D, and this is the Eaglemoss Enterprise E to scale of each other. So there you have it, guys. That is pretty impressive little ship. Yeah. There's the Enterprise D to scale. So yeah, these, I should do a review of these kits as well. These kits are awesome. A lot of decal work on there. That's all decals. All that Aztecing. But that's for a different video. So anyway, back to the Eaglemoss ship. So 2400 scale. For sure, none of the other Eaglemoss ships are in scale to each other. So, but it was worth pointing out that this is that scale, 2400 scale. So there it is. Beautiful edition. Highly recommend this one. If you're a fan of Enterprise E, definitely get this one from Eaglemoss. It is worth it, guys. There's so much cool detail on this, and like I said, the weight is beautiful. This is a nice little collectible. And it can be used as a toy. If you do have a kid that's into Star Trek and wants to have an Enterprise E, this is the perfect one. Even the regular size Enterprise E is pretty fantastic. So, but I'll be doing a review of that eventually as well. So let's take a look at this thing on the stand and wrap this episode up, shall we? So here's how she sits on the stand. Very beautiful ship and looking quite elegant. It's one of those ones that from the side though is very thin, so this is one you're going to want to put on a lower shelf or perhaps even a higher shelf to kind of get a different view of it. I got the sun in the camera there, I apologize. But yeah, the way it mounts on the stand is pretty awesome. Slides right in there behind the impulse engines. Sorry, I usually film earlier in the morning so I don't have the sun shining in like this, but wanted to get this one done for you guys. So there you have it, guys. That's the Enterprise E from Eaglemoss. Definitely worth a pickup if you have the chance. I would highly recommend it. I do highly recommend it. And I'll pull these ones in for scale reference. There's the AMT kits, and then the Enterprise D as well. I'll throw that right there. There you go. So we do know the scale of this Eaglemoss ship. It is 2400 scale for sure. I just wish they were kind of all in scale, especially the large ones, or they had a scale series maybe. That would be cool. But anyway, guys, there you have it. Highly recommended. Definitely good quality. Almost no errors that I can see. And like I said, it's mainly metal, this one. Great weight, not cheaply made. This one's definitely worth the money. If you're interested, click the link in the description below to go to the Eaglemoss site and use the code Trekyards to grab yourself one at a discount. So until next time, guys, don't forget to like the channel, subscribe to both this channel and my Captain Foley personal channel. Lots of cool stuff on there as well. And yeah, check out other videos as well. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley. Bye-bye.